After the British invasion, Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan shocked the hell out of everybody by becoming #1 contender over 3 of our best teams in Imperium, in Mustache Mountain, in the Precision Warriors. They earned the right to set their sights on Blade Runners, and we saw them not just celebrating but also pointing directly at Blade and Aswell. And now let's see if Blade and Aswell can get their own result here in a match where the titles won't be on the line, unlike Vengeance Day next Sunday against Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. And maybe some of the teams involved in this fatal four-way just a couple of minutes ago underestimated British Invasion, and they paid for it. British Invasion surpassed them all, succeeded despite the expectations of everybody, and well, shouldn't underestimate them if you're the Blade Runners, but let's see if the Blade Runners can even worry about the Precision Warriors right now, because they have their own worries against former multiple-time tag team champions on both Raw and SmackDown in Xavier Woods and Big E. Also, don't forget Big E, one-time NXT champion, and a couple of Intercontinental in the United States championship ones, and one-time WWE champion and Mr. Money in the Bank. So. Oh wait, Big E didn't become United States champion. I don't know why I said that.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 490 pounds. Big E and Xavier Woods, the New Day.
One of the most popular teams in all, if not the most popular team in all of WWE right now. And that for years, and multiple time tag team champions. Big E, 2-time Intercontinental champion, 1-time NXT champion, 1-time Mr. Money in the Bank, 1-time WWE champion even. Same as fellow former New Day New Day team member Kofi Kingston, who's now on SmackDown. Last week got a huge win over Mustafa Ali in a fine match. And Mustafa Ali, we saw him earlier tonight losing his debut on NXT UK against Brian Kendrick. After Brian Kendrick finally got rid of his losing streak. As the Blade Runners are expected. And there they are as well. Said again, God hated us, the crowd, as much as he hates the crowd, as he hates every American for believing that they fooled them into their country. He didn't want it to leave Egypt.
Representing the Blade Runners from Cairo, Egypt, weighing in at 273 pounds, one half of the NXT UK Tag Team Champions, Azrael.
As well, yet again, like I said, he didn't want to leave his home country, but because of him being very poor, he had no choice, and he believed that the Americans fooled him with the American dream, making him for his promises, until Blade saved him from being homeless. As there comes Blade, the bare-knuckle fighter.
From New York, weighing in at 269 pounds, one half of the NXT UK Tag Team Champions,
As Blade had a tough, rough childhood growing up in New York, he needed to brawl to every threat, and he became a street fighter. And he even saved the homeless Archangel. And since then they became good friends, and they know why they have each other's back. It's that cheating and loyalty that keeps them our champions. And don't forget who they beat for the titles last takeover. It was none other than former 2-time NXT UK Tag Team Champion Mustache Mountain. And what a bang-off about Blade Runners had with Precision Warriors, where they came close of losing their tag title to Xiaoling and Archangels. Now we have Big E attacking the official as Archangel. Let him do this mistake as Big E, I don't know why he's going for the official. Maybe it was a mistake or so. As Archangel as well using candlestick, tried to use it against the big man, but Big E was ready for this. As Blade going into the ring. I don't know if Big E realized. He did, but doesn't matter. Blade got Big E as well. Long as will take advantage. But look at Big E lifting as well up like he's nothing. As Blade.
Can't prepare your face for that.
Cheap shot, big boot. Levels the big man. As Blade tried to sweep Big E into the fish, he did, but not in the way he wanted to. As Aswell up kick to the back as Big E got even Blade in. As we might need to call off the match. This continues to happen. Terminating knee from Aswell. As Blade tried to get the official. As Blade now got the officials as well. Got the knee to Big E.
He's lost some of his wind now.
Yeah, some of his wind get taken off of him. As well sends the official in the corner, picks up the candlestick again. And uses it against the legs of Big E. As yet again the cheating by our tag champs. Despicable even walked the stick on Big E. But of course didn't realize. Because they showed so good that they're despicable acts. Stomps to the back of Big E, there's Aswell, takes advantage of Big E's mistake before the match even started. Big white hook got avoided by the big man. As maybe Aswell feels the power there after the punch. As Big E. But Aswell in the corner looking for a clothesline. Oh no, a big splash. Okay. Back to the clothesline there. 3-4 slam there. The release back suplex. Aswell back to his feet though. Boot Big E. Right on his face. Big white hook, nope. Yet again, Big E had a counter for it. That's why they're so good. By them former multiple time Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Champion, because they pay respect to the not respect, but needed to the faces. They did their homework as they studied the matches of the Blade Runners, apparently, because they never faced off before. As now Aswell making the tag to Blade, but still it looked like that Big E and Xavier Woods studied the Blade Runners. As Big E avoiding the kick right there. Uranagi to Blade, but off the top Aswell. But look at Big E fighting off both of our tag champs all by himself. He may not even need Woods, but maybe he does. Clothesline there from Blade. Maybe I spoke too soon there. Big white hook. Blade got it on what his teammate couldn't done. But there's such a good friendship between us, where there's no egos, despite both being very disrespectful, and maybe that's why they understand each other so much. Tag was made to Xavier. He got shot in the counter harsh by Blade. May or may not need the tag to as well. Taking the arm there from Blade to Xavier now, making the tag the perhaps a bit fresher as well, maybe not. Closer there from as well. That's a good tag team spirit shown by our tag champs. Big white hook. Xavier Woods might be done for after this one. But don't forget, Xavier Woods impressed last week in a dominating performance over the Brian Kendrick, and who even picked up a weigh-in to a singles win. Going over to the back there from Xavier. To Xavier, so to say. Xavier yet again, what shipped in the corner. Aswell makes a tag to Blade. Xavier Woods crawling to Big E, and he made the tag despite Blade trying to stop him. As Big E, look at this, getting the better of Blade there with his power advantage. As Blade feels the effect of the suplex. Blade back to his feet though. Headbutt from Big E.
He's absorbed some damage already.
Blade back to his feet. Punch after punch. Takedown from Big E. Look at Big E. Big splash. Aswell off the top. Launching Big E, but he missed. Big E in the cover though. But he breaks things up though, just in case. This goes for the pin as Big E. As Aswell attacked the official. I don't know if Big E realized that. Kick from Aswell. Punches as well. Big white hook there. Ref is still down and out. Big E is crawling to Xavier. Wants to get tagged in. Needs to get tagged in after the cheap shot as well. Yet again looking for options. Ref back to his feet. Xavier Woods is tagged in. So that's why let's go with the sledgehammer there that he brought into the ring. As everybody's inside the ring, Blade takes advantage after the cheap shots from his teammate. Snaps suplex to Xavier. Whipping the weapon in the corner. Try to use the sledgehammer on Xavier. Ref didn't saw it. He saw Blade with the sledgehammer, but he didn't saw him using it, so he can't disqualify him. This might be we would like to see him for once, the Blade One was paying for their cheatings. But yet again, they didn't. Powerbomb wanted a sledgehammer. It could be it for the New Day. Will it be 1, 2, 3? No, it's not. 2.5. That's a toughness of Xavier's. Blade might underestimated him. The ref tried to eject it. Sledgehammer, Blade kicking him in the face. He was just doing his job. I think he should use for one sledgehammer shot to Xavier. Xavier could avoid another hit, but then he ran into it again. And that's why I hate our tag champs. The cheap shot after cheap shot, numbers game after numbers game, and they never pay the price for their despicable acts. Xavier Wood fighting off the power bomb. Now DDT on the hammer, DDT on the hammer. Finally, they pay. I can't believe I'm saying this because I have to be concerned about Blade. As Blade somehow, some way escaped to the outside. Big boot to the now legal Big E as Blade now try to roll him up. Kenny does it with a small package. 1, 2, almost steal one, but Xavier just saved him in the nick of time. And Blade now with the punches to Big E. As well, a big boot to Big E. As the tag champ yet again get the numbers game working, get the cheap shots working. Xavier big troubles against Blade. As Asway gets the better of Big E, so Ref might lose control of the situation. New Day fighting though. As Big E got the better of Asway. Xavier got the better of Blade. As the ref seemed confused what to do. It's big ending. Blade didn't realize, but now he does. Kicking Big E, striking Big E. And he even got the better of Big E, sending him level with the boot to the outside onto his teammate almost. As I think we lost control of this match, maybe we need to call it off. Let's look at Blade with a cheap shot and Xavier. While Aswell whipping Big E into the steel steps. As Aswell, no, picking up the steel steps. As Blade gets a better of Xavier there. Aswell bringing the steps inside the ring.
Arms are trapped, no way to protect themselves.
Samsa trapped, stomps into as there from Blade to Xavier. Now stomp from Aswell to Big E. The form as Big Blade bringing Xavier into the ring. While Big E still gets counted out. After that first Blade got a sleeper in on Xavier, realizing he's not legal. Big boot to Big E from Aswell. Ref is at 6 already. Can Big E make it back in time? Aswell tried to stop it happening. Big power bomb there from Blade to Xavier now, but Big E is still legal. He's back inside the ring. Blade picks him up, tried to power bomb him, but Big E too powerful for that. Aswell in. Ref didn't realize, Big E didn't realize, but somehow, some way the steps on the outside. I don't know how. Maybe it's magic or so. Aswell, cheap shot to Big E. Cobra clutch. Up and down goes Big E. Could this be the opening the Blade Runners need? Big E fighting though. He's still fighting.
Climbing up top, he's got big plans.
As Big E focusing on the leg of Blade. I don't know if he realized it as well. Up to the top of a cheap shot. With the flying forearm. Oh, come on. Get this man out of here. He has no business going for a cheap shot again. Come on, Ref. Do something. Big E fighting off both men. Try to fight off 2 men at once again. But Blade make him pay. Blade getting him. But look at Big E. Making them pay for their dirty deeds. What a counter by Big E. Big E climbing to the top. And yet again, Aswell, cheap shot with the punch, tossing Big E onto his own teammate. I don't know who got the worst of that, Big E or Blade. As Aswell could cost Blade there. But Blade fighting with the heart of a fighter. And the coward at the same time. What a suplex there from Big E. As Big E tagging in Xavier Woods, and maybe Aswell made the big mistake by tossing Big E into him. As Blade could be down and out. Xavier and the cover 1, 2 almost got him, but yet again a kick from Aswell to the official to stop the count. Big E, that saved his time. His tag team partner, very valuable time. As Xavier roll up on Aswell. Connor roll to Aswell, but Blade is still legal. Blade is legal, damn it. Big right hook from Blade to Aswell, to Xavier. As Blade perhaps sinking to put Woods away, but look at Woods. Even having some fun here with the punches and now storm to the chest and making the attack to Big E. Can this be the opening New Day need against those 2 cheaters? As Big E tried to fly, and if he hits, it could be all over. Elbow to Blade. goes in the cover with the speed.
Big E continues to find a way
Ropes
to force
saving
an
Blade
attack.
in this
How
matchup.
much offense Big E
Blade
takes doesn't
keeping him
matter.
up and out, but he missing his form.
Punch right in the head.
And without that, and he's without ass, well, he's still down and out on the outside, so
Sharp elbows
Blade
to the
needs to
body,
hang
looking
on
to
if he
fight his way out.
wants to win here tonight. Both team is now lifting Big E up the string, supernatural. Feast your eyes from Blade to Big E, goes in the cover, but is it enough though? 1, 2, Xavier, and saves this tag team partner in time.
What a punch.
Punch from Blade, but look at Xavier goes, retaliates on Blade there. Was that 2? 1 Xavier there. After Blade wasn't putting him on. Blade with the cheap shot to Xavier. But look at from behind Big E as Blade pays for his cheating 3-4 slam. And maybe for his underestimating the power, the toughness of Big E. As Big E dragging Blade away from the ropes. And the speed, Big E going for the big splash.
Incredible elevation.
As well, distracting the official to, so there's no count. Covers as well saving Blade after distracting the official. Kick to Big E again. And now look at Aswell. Cobra clutch is in. Yet again into a backbreaker, not done yet. The cheating makes me sick of the Blade runners. But that's how they are. Big E fighting back Larry to Blade. I don't know if he was aiming for Blade or Aswell at this point. And look at Big E. And guess why? Paid for his cheating. In the corner of the power slam. Look at Blade gets a better of him because of his teammate. Oh come on, it makes me sick. Big right hook to Big E. As Blade of course takes control after this big ape by his teammates. Punch after punch to Big E. Of course he takes advantage of it. And for the arm of Big E. No. Blade kicking, striking combination there. He gets a better of Big E there. Goes to the official there. Get the weapon, even one, but I think this was accidentally by Blade, or was it? I don't know, what do you guys think? Is this time Big E fires out, counters out. Look at this big clothesline in the corner from Big E. As well with another cheap shot. Oh, come on, Big E, yes, drag him into the swing. They have to get the son of a bitch. And he does with a clubbing forearm, but Blade is still legal. Big boot to Big E. Another one, no, Big E avoiding it. As Big E, backhanding, yes, get him. Come on, put him away. 1, 2, 3, get him, yes, finally they pay. Finally the Blade Runners pay, thanks to the New Day. Thank you so much. Finally they pay for the cheatings. Because of Aswell. And because of the underestimating their opposition. Finally they pay for the cheatings and the cheap shots, as we see that from Aswell with the Cobra clutch. And the punches was good hit by the kickboxer, but in the end it doesn't matter. Because they knew they get a win in this matchup, and maybe they even can claim to be added to the title match between British Invasion and the Blade Runners after putting away the champions here tonight. But what do you guys think? Should the New Day be added to Blade Runners with British Invasion? Feel free to let us know.